Okay, let's start off with Xavier Worthy. Okay, 5'11", 165.
You
Look,
might have heard of his name. He
yeah,
he might have done something kind of unique at the combine.
yeah, ran a 4.21 to be exact. Fastest 40 time ever at the combine. Max, thoughts on Xavier Worthy?
Well, why don't we get this one out of the way pretty quick? He's fucking fast. He is the fastest guy at this position in the draft. We had talked about it, and I think this is something we should bring up because we talked about the 40. Who was the previous record holder for the 40?
John Ross.
And one asked me, I wonder how big John Ross was when he ran his fucking 40. Now, what's Worthy's height? Was he 6 feet?
Worthy's
5'11"?
Worthy's height is four. Oh my goodness, 5'11", 165.
Okay, John Ross ran at 188 and 5'11". That is kind of surprising, right?
Yeah,
Look, there's a lot to like about this guy, and I mean, he will be drafted high. You bring that speed to the table. Every team wants it. Every team's looking like, hey, he might fall right to the Chiefs' fucking lap.
yeah.
One thing I liked about him, I mean, he's quick too. He's not just he's not just like, oh, I have to just.
He's
try.
not just top end speed.
No, he's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Not Tyreek Hill like level of quickness, but pretty good quicks. Dude, corners were scared of this guy, which makes it a hard eval. And truthfully, in the NFL, like, yeah, if you're playing the fucking Eagles and James Bradbury's, they're going to be scared of him. But a lot of teams have corners who can really run. And, I mean, they'll take it's not really about him running. It's about, can he get going? Because right off the bat, you watch this guy and you're like, he kind of got fucking pressed into a new dimension. But here's the thing. Even Bama was like, we can't press this.
I was gonna say
we're
that.
scared to press him. We're scared.
I was just gonna say that because that's the first game that I watched from him was the Alabama tape, and off bat they were scared to death to press this guy, and there's reasons for that. And the fucked up thing is they got toasted regardless. Alabama against this guy. Look, you said it all: the speed, the quickness. Another thing to add in there, he's really good with the ball in the air. He can track the ball very well.
His measurables are on par with Deshaun Jackson. I mean, he's in the 1 percentile of weight. Like, I'm pretty sure Devontae Smith weighs more than him, which isn't something you really want.
Yeah, and this is going to come down to him being a one-trick pony. Nonetheless, though, he is extremely valuable, okay? Guys that run a 4.21 do not grow on trees. Okay. And even though
this isn't burner speed, this is like the burners of the burners. This is like, holy shit.
Right.
Like, not there might be, I bet the Eagles don't have a guy who ran 4.2 in the 4.2s.
Right.
Which is, I mean, it matters. It really fucking matters sometimes.
Yeah. And I hate to make it all about the speed, but it really is because I had to take that into account. I'm thinking of this as a GM. If I'm drafting in the first round, regardless of where I'm at, okay, it can be anywhere from pick. I can say he can go from anywhere from pick 7, 8, all the way to 32. Would you be surprised if you got picked that high?
I would. Yes, I'm thinking 15 to for end of the first is his range, and I honestly don't think he's a better receiver than anyone on this list above him. I mean, even guys under him are better packages as a receiver, but the physicals, the raw tools. This is a guy like, hey, it's truly speed. Like, he has good hands. He doesn't have strong hands. He's not going to make a lot of contested catches. Lacks a lot of playing through contact. That's not his game. But you get him out in space. I mean, look, he's not the best. Like, he doesn't have the greatest vision when he runs. But if he makes the guy miss, like, there's some plays where he got a bubble screen. Someone tackled him. Gone. Missed the tackle. Gone. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. But look,
how'd you like his route running? Sorry. Just want to hit that.
He only runs a couple routes.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, is he running the route like efficiently or is he just so fast it doesn't matter? That's kind of
I think it's more so it doesn't matter.
Like, if he crisps it up, he could be a weapon.
Yeah.
I don't see this guy being like the best in the class or anything. Like, he's not a Tyreek. Like, Tyreek Hill's a 1 in a million.
Right.
This guy isn't that.
Right. Nonetheless, nobody wants to be the donkey though, Max, to not pick this guy. let's say you're staring down the barrel, 24th pick, right? He's right there staring at you. It's gonna be more of an owner thing or fans thing of how the fuck did we pass up on Xavier Worthy?
Yeah.
If he is one of those guys. You know, in a perfect world, let's say he is Tyreek Hill. You know?
And I mean, in comparison to true burners, like he produced at Texas. He made some catches, he made plays. Like he's not my comp is Marquise Goodwin plus. Like, but Marquise Goodwin was a gadget guy. Like it was like, oh, he's not really a receiver. This guy is a receiver. I'll give him that. Like his route running's raw, but it's there.
Yeah.
Like he's not as polished as John Ross was coming out.
Yeah.
But he's a good player. I mean,
so to me, when you're drafting and Xavier Worthy's on your draft board, you're kind of playing defense at the same time when you're drafting him because you don't want other teams to fucking have him.
Yeah.
You rather him
not go to the Chiefs.
Yeah. You rather him rot on your fucking team and he's bad than go on another team and fucking torch you. That's how I'm feeling about Xavier Worthy. Okay. Pro comparison for me, Jalen Hyatt. Okay, and I have him as a first round.
My fucking heart won. My heart.
I kept on going back and forth with him. I kept on going back and forth between. I believe he's a second round guy.
He was like the sixth receiver I watched, and he started off in 5. And the more I watched, I was like, oh, these guys are better than him.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, he has things like Leggett, for instance. He has strong hands. Polk has strong hands.
Yeah.
These guys don't. They don't have his speed, which is really important, unfortunately, to say